This is your Fox 47 News Flash.
Welcome to your Fox 47 News Flash from the Digital Newsroom. I'm Chris Lewis, and these are the top stories that we're following. Michigan lawmakers began approving a plan on Wednesday to address a $2.2 billion state budget hole caused by the coronavirus pandemic, relying on a mix of federal funding, the state's cash reserves, and budget cuts. Legislators meeting for a joint session of the House and Senate Appropriations Committee approved drawing $350 million from the state's $1.2 billion rainy day fund, the second time the state has done so in 15 years. The panel also signed off on an executive order from Governor Gretchen Whitmer cutting nearly $667 million. That includes reduced funding to state agencies and a hiring freeze. The bipartisan committees deemed the move an effective solution to address the shortfall caused by the shutdowns related to the coronavirus pandemic. The vote was 15-1. Public schools, community colleges, and universities will use about $712 million in federal relief funds. The state approved two bills on Wednesday allocating $512 million for K-12 schools and $200 million to support universities and community colleges. Also, the state is setting aside $53 million in hazard pay for teachers. A bipartisan group of state lawmakers introduced legislation on Wednesday aimed at lowering the county jail populations in Michigan. The plan is to focus jail space and taxpayer dollars on cases that involve a danger to the public. One aspect of the plan calls for suspending fewer driver's licenses as a penalty for offenses unrelated to dangerous driving, an issue affecting hundreds across the state, like Kamal Lukata Anderson. Anderson testified in front of legislators about his experiences in the beginning stages. The Michigan Joint Task Force on Jail and Pretrial Incarceration found that in 2018, nearly 358,000 licenses were suspended for failure to appear in court or failure to pay fines and fees. The bills also call for prioritizing alternatives to jail when sentencing people for low-level offenses, increasing the use of arrest alternatives, and reducing jail admissions for people who violate parole and probation. Amy Barth is currently fighting a license suspension she says she wasn't able to contact anyone about. She still remembers the time she spent behind bars years ago as a single mother because she couldn't afford to pay for a ticket. It wasn't reckless driving. It wasn't drunk driving. It wasn't a, crazy driving infraction, said Barth. Not everybody can afford everything, and there's got to be an alternative. And there's got to be an alternative to throwing a single mother, a single father, or a man who can't pay child support in jail. The task force found Michigan counties spend nearly $500 million a year on operating their jails. The city of Lansing is hoping to ease voters' minds about voting absentee. A new ballot tracking system allows Lansing's city clerk to see where ballots might be stuck in the mail. I did have some hesitation about voting absentee, Julie Vandenboom, who voted absentee for the August 4th primary, said. Vandenboom said that being able to track her ballot helped her decide to try absentee voting. Those concerns are why Lansing City Clerk Chris Swope decided to add another layer of tracking. Swope said that with this system, they've already caught some ballots just sitting at a post office. Swope said that the extra tracking isn't costing the city any extra money because the ballots are now mailed using nonprofit rates instead of first-class mail. He said the savings are more than enough to pay for the feature. People who haven't mailed absentee ballots are encouraged to get them in the mail soon to make sure that it makes it by the election. It takes about a week for the ballot to reach the election office. And voters can also drop them by 24 hours a day to the Lansing City Hall. The coronavirus has changed all of our lives, and many people don't know where to turn for help. That's why Fox 47 News WSYM-TV created Rebound Mid-Michigan, everything that you need to get you back on track in one convenient place. From dealing with stress to unemployment to helping put food on your table, plus ways you can help in your own community. Rebound Mid-Michigan, everything that you need to help you get through these difficult times. We may have fallen, but we will rebound together. Visit fox47news.com/rebound to learn more. For all of our local high school seniors, we know that their senior year has been different than usual, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't celebrate their accomplishments. That's why Fox 47 News created the Senior Spotlight, a way for anyone to record a video shout out or upload a photo of a special graduate that deserves recognition. So go to fox47news.com/grad to upload your video or photo today to let Mid-Michigan graduates know how important they are and how bright their future truly is. Learn more about all of these and all Mid-Michigan's breaking news on fox47news.com.